In this video, we will discuss a problem which make use of the concept of delta detection. The question is, there is a live production system with a table called orders that captures order information in real time. We wish to capture deltas from this table, inserts and deletes by leveraging a nightly copy of the table. There are no timestamps that can be used for delta processing. So this means we have a production system which has a table called as orders which captures the order information in real time. As an example, I can take an e-commerce firm in which multiple orders will be coming in real time, and the table will get updated with the new orders, as well as if someone cancels an order, that order information gets deleted. So similarly, we have an order table. And now the next condition is the order table at present is called order. Then order, we have the columns called as order ID, which is the primary key, which means it will be unique. And order table, there is a condition given that this table process 10,000 transactions per day, including inserts, updates and delete. So this is like what I have explained. So if a person is ordering something new, the table will get updated. That time an insert is happening. Sometimes the person will modify his order. That is, initially he has ordered a quantity of 1, and later if he want to order a quantity of 2, then when he update the quantity in his laptop or his mobile, automatically the order table will get updated for the e-commerce firm. That time an update function will happen, and when some person deletes his order or cancel his order, that time the delete will happen. So the deletes are physical, which means that when deletes happen, the entire row will get deleted. So the records will no longer exist in the table. Every day at 12 AM, which means at midnight, a snapshot of this table is created and is an exact copy of the table at that time. That is, every midnight a copy of this order table will be taken. Now that copy is called as order copy, and this also will have the same columns. And in the question it's given that we have a column called as order ID, which is the primary key, and the question is, the answer that we have to find from this problem is, we have to write a query that as efficiently as possible will return only new inserts into order since snapshot was taken. That is, records are available in the order table and which are not available in the order copy table, because order copy table is a table which is from the past and order is the current table, or only new deletes from order since the snapshot was taken. Records in order copy but not order. This is the deleted records. That is, deleted records will be present in the order copy table, because that table is a table from the previous time, past timestamp, but that value won't be present in the that row won't be present in the order table, because the order table is the current table. The query should return the column primary key, which is order ID, and a single character in insert or delete flag of I if it's insert. That is, whenever a new order is inserted, the table should return as I as the flag, and when the record was deleted, it should return D as the flag. Now let us create a table for the same. That is, here we have to create two tables. One is order and the other one is order copy. First of all, let me create the order table. So I am using create table, orders. The columns are order underscore ID, which is, I am giving it as an integer, and the next one is order underscore date. This is not necessary. We are not going to use this order underscore date in any of our calculation or any logic purpose, but this is just to show like when the customer has ordered something. Also, we can add many more rows if required, but for now, as per the question, this is fine. Now, let me run this query and let us create the table. Yeah, our command is successfully completed and the table is created. Now let me insert some records into the table. For that, I have already created some records. Let me copy that because this is a recurring task and it will simply take our time. So I'm going to insert total 7 rows into the table called orders. Let me execute this. Yeah, 7 rows are affected, and now we have the orders table created. Now let us simply query the table and see if the table is actually created or not. Yes, you can see that the table is created with 7 order IDs. Now let us create the second table, which is orders underscore copy table. For that, I will be using the query select, because orders copy table is a copy of the order table. Later on, the orders table can get orders in the orders table, the records can get updated or the records can be deleted. But currently at this point of time, I am taking a copy of the orders table. So for that, select star into orders copy from which table? Orders. So when I run this query, a new table called orders copy will be created and the records in the orders table will be inserted into that. Let me run this query. Yeah, as you can see the message, rows are affected and the table is created. Let us query the orders copy table also from orders underscore copy. Yeah, now we can see the orders copy table is also created. Now what I am going to do is, I am keeping this orders underscore copy table aside, and now I am going to insert some new values into the orders table. Insert new values into orders table. For that also I have wrote a query. So what I am going to do is, I am going to insert 2 more records into the orders table with order ID 8 and 9. Let me run this query. 2 rows are affected, that is 2 rows got added into the table. Now I am going to delete 2 rows from the orders table. That is, a customer is cancelling some order from the previously ordered row. Sorry. And now I am going to delete 2 orders. So delete 2 records from orders table. So delete, I am using delete from which table? Orders table. Now I am giving the where condition, where order underscore or ID in 1, 2. So now I am going to delete 2 rows from the orders table which have order ID 1 and 2. Now I am running this query. 2 rows are affected. Now let us query both the table and see what are the results of orders and order copy. Orders Now I'm going to query both the tables together. Let us compare the two tables and then let us write query to find the result. See, this is the orders table and this is the orders copy table. Orders copy table is like the initial table that we created for orders, and later on I have updated the orders table, and now the orders table does not have the row IDs 1 and 2, and when comparing with the orders copy table, 2 new more rows are added into the orders table, which are 8 and 9. Now let us write a query to find which are the records that got deleted and which are the records that got updated or inserted into the orders table. So I can use multiple approaches here. I will show you three different approaches. First of all, let us solve this using the exist. This is solution 1. We'll be making use of exist clause, then select order underscore ID, because in the result we only want order ID, and from orders, and in the where condition I'm going to use not exist. I'm going to open bracket, select 1 from orders underscore copy. Here I am using 1 because it does not matter if I am using 1 or if I am using star here. The basic thing to take care when we use exist and non-exist is the condition which we give inside the where clause. Now inside the where clause, let me use an alias for orders and order copy table. I will use O1 for orders table and O2 for order copy table, because otherwise I will have to always use orders and orders copy again and again. Now I am going to write the condition where O1 dot order underscore ID equal to O2 dot order underscore ID. Now I am going to close this. Let us run and see what is the result. Now we have got the orders which are newly added into the orders table, order ID which are newly added into the orders table. Also, it is given that whenever a new order is added into the new table, whenever a new order is added into the table, we have to flag it as I, that is insert. So let us give that as well. What I have to do is, after this order ID, I am going to put a comma, then after that I am going to hard code this value as flag. Now let us run this query. See, now we have got the flag as II. Now let us write a second query to get the deleted records. The only thing we have to do for the second query is we have to reverse the table names. That is, inside the not exist condition, orders table should come and the outside query should contain the orders underscore copy table. For that, let me copy the query, because the same query only we are using but with a small change. Now I am going to change the name as orders underscore copy, and I am going to use as O2, and the first other one is O1, and the table is orders. Now what I am going to do is I am going to when we before giving this flag, let me run without the flag and show you what is the result. Now let me run this query. See, now what we can see is the order IDs are 1 and 2. That is, these are the order IDs which I have deleted from the table orders. So now we are getting the deleted records. Now I'm going to give a hard-coded D value for these records because the flag should be D. Now I'm going to run this query and see the result. Sorry, I'm using 2 comma here. That is why I got there. Yeah. Now I will run this query. Yeah. Now we are getting the flag as D and order IDs as 1 and 2. Now we got both the deleted and inserted records. Now the only thing what we have to do is we have to union these queries such that both the results will come in a single table. For that, what I have to do is use a union all clause and simply run the entire query. Now what we can see is a new table is created, or the result table is created with the order IDs 8 and 9 with a flag of I, which means 8 and 9 got inserted into the table and 1 and 2 got deleted from the table. So this is the first approach on how to solve this using exist. Now let me use another concept, which is solution 2 will be making use of the except clause to solve this query. Except is like table A minus table B. So in except, using except, what we have to do is we have to subtract orders from orders copy table and orders copy from orders table. Let us write the query for the same. Select star from orders except select star from orders copy. What this query does is this will subtract orders copy from orders table. That is, we will get the newly added records using this query. Let us run this query and see what is the result. See, now we can see we will get the newly added result as the result of this query. And now let us do the reverse and see we will get the deleted records. Orders underscore copy except select star from orders. Now if I run this query, I will get the deleted records because orders copy contain that record, but orders table does not contain that record. Let me run this query. Now we'll get order ID 1 and 2, which are deleted from the orders table. Now we know that we don't want this order date, so I'm going to replace this star with order underscore ID comma, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the flag as I, because as a result we will be getting the newly inserted records only. So here I'm going to hard code the flag I as flag. The same I am going to do for the second table as well. Copy. For the second table also we can do that, because anyway this is going to be same for both the tables if I hard code the value, but the change is coming with respect to order ID. Now if I run this query, I will get the result with the flag, and the same I am going to do here as well, but here I will replace I with D. I will copy the same thing. Here it's D, here it's D, and now we have got this query will give us the result for the inserted records, and this query will give us the result for the deleted records. Now what we have to do is we have to combine both the results into a single table. For that we will be using union OR. Now let me run the entire query and we will get the delta table with the records, that is inserted records and deleted records. So this is the solution 2. Now the third solution is using join condition. That is using join. So using join, what we have to do is we have to find the records which are not common to both the tables. That is, we have to do a full outer join with exception. That is the join condition that we have to use here. That is full outer join with exception we will be using here to get the result. Let me start the query. Select. I am going to use the order ID column only because we only need that in the result. Order ID from orders. I am going to give an alias as well and full outer join. The second table orders underscore copy and alias is O2 on O1 dot order underscore ID equal O2 dot order underscore ID. So this is a full outer join. I haven't so this is the query for full outer join. I haven't added the query for exception. That I will add after executing this query and show you what is the result. Now let me run this query, but I think I will get an error because I am using order ID only here. Let me run this query. Yes, see, ambiguous column name order ID. I should give the alias name as well if I wanted the order ID column from both the table, because see, we have same column names from both the tables. That is why we are getting this ambiguous column name order ID. The SQL Server Studio can't determine like which column we are referring to, either the column from order or the orders copy. So I am going to give that O1 dot orders comma O2 dot order underscore ID. Now if I run this query, I will get the order ID from both the tables. See, now we have got the order ID from both the tables with full outer join. Now if you see, we have got every result, the entire results. Now what I have to do is I want the results which are 8 and 9 and 1 and 2, because see, we don't have any order ID corresponding to 8 and 9 in the second table, which is the orders underscore copy table, and corresponding to the 1 and 2 which is present in the orders underscore copy table, we don't have any records in the orders table. So I'm going to use an exception condition here, that is where O1 dot orders is null or O2 dot orders is null. Now if I run this query, let us see what is the result. Invalid column name, sorry, not orders underscore order ID. I wrote the wrong column name. Now I will get the result because the column name which I used earlier was wrong. Now as you can see, we are getting the order ID 8 and 9 and 1 and 2. Now we can see that, see, 8 and 9 are the inserted records. See, we have found that earlier, or else also see, these are the records which are coming from the orders copy table. So orders table. So these are the newly inserted records and these are the deleted records. So we have to give that flag as well. For that we will use a case statement. Case 1, o1 dot order underscore id is null, then that is a deleted record. What we have to do is then D. And for the second clause, when o2, that is this o2 dot order underscore id is null, then that is inserted records. I am closing the case statement and giving the name as flag. Now let us run this query and see what is the result. Now we have got the flag as well, but as you can see, we don't want this null within the result. So what I am going to do is I am going to use a Colli's condition. Colli's condition. So I am going to Colli's statement, COALESCE. And put these columns inside. So what happens with a Colli's condition is, so this will take the first non-null values from the inserted value. Like we can give multiple arguments inside this bracket. So whenever it encounters a non-null value, it will take the first value, or else it will move on to the next value, and whenever it finds a non-null value, that will be the output of Colli's function. And I am giving the alias name as column name as order underscore id itself. Now let us run this query. Sorry, I have to put one comma after here because see, then case statement is starting here. Now I am running the query. We will get the result. Yeah. Now we have got the result with the third method, that is using joins. Now we have got the result as order id and flag, and the order IDs which are inserted are hit and 9, and the order IDs which got deleted are 1 and 2. With multiple columns as well, we can use the same logic and find the result. Thank you.